all came about in April of 2007 when my husband Tony and I were getting married, and we decided that we wanted to spend our wedding money to help children in Africa.
The goal was, rather than getting gifts and more towels and dishes and things that we didn't need, we really wanted to make an impact with that money. And so we began looking around, trying to find an organization that was small, grassroots, where we knew that money would make a real impact.
We wanted to be sure that the money that we had received as a wedding gift would be donated to an organization where we knew exactly how the money would be spent. So we shared this with some friends of ours who had been over to a country called Malawi, and they had met a woman named Sylvia who was running a really small organization, super grassroots over there, called Joshua Orphan and Community Care.
We had no idea where this country Malawi was, and it turns out it's a small country in the kind of the center of Africa, south of Tanzania. It's a small country with very little resources, but a very rich culture and a rich community of people. And it's known as the warm heart of Africa. Malawi has some unique challenges. They have an AIDS rate of infection of 15%, which is staggering. And what that's left is communities of children without parents. So there's a tremendous need for support in Malawi.
So I started a relationship with Sylvia over email, and in May of 2007 we wired over the money. I felt really confident in her and that she would spend the money wisely, and she did. She ended up buying 3 acres of land, and then an organization from Scotland built a feeding center on that land. This is where Tony and I bought the land with our wedding money, and this is the beautiful feeding center that's built on it.
And it became a really important focal point in the community for feeding the children, for education, for a number of different things.
In April 2008, Tony and I had the opportunity to go to Malawi and see the land, walk on the land, meet the children that eat at this feeding center every day.
And that day going to the feeding center and seeing the impact that we had made with friends' contributions was an extremely inspiring moment.
And that day changed my life. That day I decided that I really wanted to start this organization here in America to help those in Malawi. So we decided to call it Friends of Joshua Orphan Care.
And some of the challenges that Friends of Joshua and Joshua Orphan Care are addressing is the needs of the people, but not in the capacity of handing the people things, but getting them involved, which has a much more lasting effect.
Any requests we get for any building projects or any sponsorship input, they all come from the communities. People are put forward by their communities for sponsorship, particularly needy families and particularly needy children, and so all of these requests come directly from the people. It's not about Joshua going in and saying this is what you need. It comes from the communities themselves.
Well, one thing that I did like and appreciate as a Malawian is that Joshua actually bases its operations on requests from the community as opposed to imposing things that they feel the community needs.
For example, building feeding centers, educating children, building maize mills.
And then here's the front of the maize mill that we're trying to get electricity for, so that women don't have to walk miles and miles to the next village.
Things that the community can get involved and must get involved with in order to help sustain the development of these programs.
Their input would come in the form of, say, providing river sand, making bricks for the project, and providing the water, so the ladies would carry water every day for the mixing of cement, that kind of input. And then the community would be quite hands-on and helping out, and then the rest of the materials would be financed through Joshua, and the building and the labourers would be financed by Joshua.
Since receiving our 501c3 status here in the US for Friends of Joshua Orphan Care, we've achieved quite a few accomplishments. We've put a roof on a school. We've connected with a Rotary Club that is local that has helped build 40 desks for a Joshua school in Malawi. We've connected kids here in the US with students in Malawi through letter writing. And our greatest accomplishment is that we've raised enough funds so far to sponsor 25 kids through secondary school, which is what our main focus here in the U.S. is to put as many kids through secondary school to help elevate the level of education to help end the cycle of poverty in Malawi. In April 2011, myself and the board of directors for Friends of Joshua had the opportunity to travel to Malawi. We were greeted with lots of love from different community members through song. Every feeding center that we went to, the children were singing. We also had the opportunity to see the desks that the Rotary Club had donated, as well as visit the different community leaders and the different people that oversee the communities. This is Agnes. And Agnes, which feeding centers do you oversee?
Sigregei, Mulungudwabuino, Kanamwano, and also Chitakari. And we have just included another one, Tiameke Feeding Center. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was really great to have the opportunity to travel back to Malawi and see firsthand all the accomplishments coming to fruition.
Please extend our gratitude to all American people who took part in this. We are very thankful to you.